welcome to Afternoon Vibes.
Yeah.
We still clap for you. Let us forget to clap. How are you today? Welcome to the end of the week.
Yeah.
Thank God it's Friday.
CGIF.
So we're again to make you have the vibe of the day, so that it will not just be a boring day in case you're experiencing a boring day already. And then and while you're doing that, you're learning one or two things. My name is Akinwale Deborah, or CADO, and my brother is
Shayo, okay. John Shayo Adebayo.
GSA. Right. So we are here to give you one or two things. Should we tell them the topic now?
Yeah, let's tell them.
Okay, so it is relationship gambling. Relationship, you can start to think, what these people have come again. Wait, we are coming back.
Yeah. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's Afternoon Vibes on this beautiful Friday afternoon. And then today's relationship talk, as Deborah rightly said before the short break. And today we're talking about gambling in relationship, or better put, relationship gambling. So we all know what relationship means, and we of course we all know what gambling means too. So gambling, according to the dictionary, meaning, of course, the practice or activity of betting, the practice of risking money or other stakes in a game or bet. At least that's the first definition everybody knows about gambling. But there's another one that relates more to the context in which we discuss today. It says to risk something on the outcome of an uncertain event. To risk something on the outcome of an uncertain event. You understand? So gambling, if you're going to put it in a layman language, they say this, that's what we used to say, you understand? You try this, you drop, you try this, you drop, you try this, you drop. Many more. With people's emotions, with people's, even your emotions too. You understand? And so why are we talking about this today? Because we have discovered that this is really happening. And like almost every now and then, and you hear this person, he broke my heart, she broke my heart, and by the time you probe into what really led to the breakup, you discover that some certain checks were not really done before they went into the relationship. You find out that some of them were too soon to go into that relationship. So it was when they got into the relationship that they began to discover certain things about the person which does not align with them, and then they begin to think of how they're going to break out from that relationship, and eventually they break out. You understand? And before they heal, before you say Jack Robinson, they're already in a relationship with somebody else. So you find out that what really attracted them to the person is maybe something physical. Like somebody told me yesterday that somebody just saw somebody's backside, and that was what. And of course, it can work in maybe 2 over 100.
Yes,
you understand. But a particular physical feature is not enough to just attract you to someone. Of course, there are some people that just like naturally fair people. Like there was a time I used to like fair people. Like when I was much younger, anytime I think about relationship, I was not in relationship then. So anytime I think about relationship, my mind just goes to pictures a fair person. You understand, fair person, this and that, and that was just a picture. Not until I acquire more knowledge and understand that it's beyond just that, and I understood some more things that beyond the physical feature. No matter how beautiful the lady is, at the long run, what you still live with is the content, who she really is. So if she's just beautiful physically and she does not have content, over time the beauty will lose its value. You understand? So even if she's not really beautiful, but she's beautiful inside, she carries value, she carries worth. There's a way that value and worth rubs off on her, and it just encapsulates her, and then she just begins to look beautiful. Oh God.
And I think you are being church boyish in a way, because what I mean is some people don't have to. Okay, you said that they did not really plan, or they did not really, or they went inside too soon. Some is not because of anything, they just want to have fun. Some are just there because of, let's see how it goes. At least I've asked 1 or 2 people that, why are you in this relationship? And they're like, I just like him. Are you planning to get married to him? I've not thought about it.
Wow.
Like, they're not going into the relationship because they've thought about being or being with this person in the long run. It's more like, now I'm a 21-year-old girl. I'm not ready to get married, but I want to have a companion, like they used to say. I want to have somebody to talk to. I see other people, they are thinking with them. I want to have this or that. And then they go into one, go into two, go into, and you see a 21-year-old girl that would have said, I've dated 5 people. I don't know when they started dating. But things like this happen, and we don't know, of course, so with everything we'll say today, so I'm sure some people will still say it's not true. The points we make, because we'll say the reasons they are not good. And somebody will still come and say, I've been into all these things, and these things are not happening to me, because you don't know that they are happening to you or that they'll happen to you. You need to know it.
It is well. Now, to everyone out there who's experienced her heartbreak one way or the other from
breakfast.
Breakfast. What do you mean by breakfast?
This is the second time show. Some people they just say that every good to eat. But break is breakup. Yeah. Breakfast.
Oh, okay, breakfast. That's
so it's the break that brought about the breakfast.
Oh, okay.
I thought it's a church boy.
Yeah, so it's a church boy. Church work home, church work home. But no, I have fun too, at least.
Church kind of fun. I'm on your case today.
Oh God. Don't worry, I'll shock you. Okay, I don't mind this lady here. Yeah, so to everyone out there who has experienced either breakfast or whatever, breakup one way or the other, a lot of gambling, you understand? Somebody has played on your emotions, and it could be so hurtful. Like she was just saying, I once experienced it, and now it felt. So it could be hurtful, it could be, you understand? So that's what we're talking about. So that's what we're talking about.
Oh God.
So that's what don't worry. That's what we're talking about it today. So relationship gambling, of course, we are not here to come and encourage. It is bad, and it is something we need to do away with it. But we're looking at it from different angles. What really leads to relationship gambling? One of it we have said. Some people, like she said, that some people just want to have fun, and I think it's just weird. You understand? I just want to have fun. And when you don't define the purpose of a thing, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So when you just go into a relationship without a clear definition, no clear purpose, sex, anything will crack. It won't be hard for you guys before you know what's you're already in bed, because there was no purpose. Just the guy looking at you, just him touching you alone will send something all around, because we're just in a relationship. You understand? So, but once, I believe in the Christian setting now, of course, I know in the secular, in the world, all these things we're saying is long thing. You understand? Okay, I'm not interested. You drop each other, and I'm already. So, but in the Christendom, God expects some level of order. You understand? Some level of order. You understand? When it comes to every aspect of our lives, and most especially in this area of relationship, because relationship has to do with each other's emotions. You understand? It has to do with you in that person in you. Like Deborah was saying before we came live on the show, that when you're in a relationship with somebody, of course, you both are coming from different angles, different backgrounds. Now, there's some aspects of your life you might need to adjust a little, maybe aspect of your character or nature that you might need to just adjust a little to suit that person. That person also might need just a little to understand. Now, by the time you adjust yourself a little, not really changing yourself, but I don't know what example I can give, but you understand what I mean?
Compromising.
A little, okay, this person doesn't like it. Maybe you are someone who talks, you relate freely with people. Once you get to a place as a guy now, you are a ladies guy, you understand, ladies are already flocking around you and all of that. And you know that the lady, maybe you guys are in the same place, maybe same church, is not comfortable with it. Anytime your eyes do like the soldier shaman. Your eyes do fall. You understand? You can see that she's not really comfortable with that. So you know that in order not to keep hurting emotionally, you need to adjust that a little. You understand? So you adjust that, which means you that like to relate freely with everybody, you have to now start, cautioning that, people will be wondering how you have to start keeping to yourself a little. Now, you're trying to, adjust yourself to suit that person.
Reduce how much you talk.
Exactly. So by the time eventually you're suit the person and all of that, before discover, we broke up with the person. Now you are trying to who was I for?
And then you even go to who you for. You're in another relationship of this girl. She's very and you're back, and it feels like you are becoming a chameleon. Or maybe not maybe he prefers chatting and then both of you shall became the that would not before and then he dates another person that prefers chatting to calling. I don't understand how that works anyways, but you've been doing this. I think you understand how you've been doing it. But in a way, it's more like taking out of who you are. It gets to a point, I believe it gets to a point where you might not even know who you are. You've dated like 11 people and everybody has their motive and what they don't. And you've done those things round. How will you now be able to solely say, this is actually who I am, but I'm just being this for this first person, this for this second person, to the 11th person? I don't actually know how that works.
So today we're looking at this, and like I was saying earlier, because this is what we came live. Not why some people are humble. Sometimes it happens both ways, but I think most ladies, when you are not complete whole, when you're not whole in yourself, complete in yourself, you feel you need somebody else to complete you. So that mind would not even allow you to be able to stay single, you understand, for long. You will easily be pressured by his relationship, be in relationship, and ladies can flaunt what not. And boyfriend is a lie. It's not really as rosy as she's portraying it to be. So you too, instead of you to calm yourself down, wait for your time and put your head down, you just jump into any brother that it comes your way. So when you are not whole, so that's the point for you. Need to, am I whole, am I complete? Do you feel complete in yourself, or do you feel you need some validations from people? You need some validations from people to tell you how good you are, or you understand, you feel you're not complete. You're always at the mercy of people's opinions. You're always at the mercy of people's perception, and things like that will just make you fall for anything and anyone. Any brother with a sweet, men are blessed with, like, naturally. Abi, guys. Men are blessed with sweet naturally. So any brother with a sweet mouth, you understand, can just, enter your brain and finger your brain, and before you know what's happening, you have said yes, yes, yes 3 times. You asked your husband to say yes 3 times.
So I have a sister. Thank God that is different now. Since she was, let's say since she was in the university, maybe she got into the university maybe around 40. Maybe let's say at most 16, but I don't think it was up to 16. She had till she got to about 23 years. There had been a time that she was not with a friend for as much as 1 month. She said that never happened. So when it happened one time that it was becoming 3 months, she said, I try. I was like, tried 3 months. She said it has never happened. As one is dropping, who thinks about it that one left? So in mind, we are just cruising, make it now. So you date this one for 6 months, date this one for 3 months, date this one for this one. She said, I think the highest number of months she has dated a guy was it 7 months or something, and she has been dating till she became like 22. So I don't know how many she would have dated, but it's a lot on your emotions, it's a lot on your finances, it's a lot on your energy, it's a lot on your time, and your time is your life. It's a lot of what you're meant to have focused your energy on. That energy you are focused on that relationship, you'd have focused it on maybe your business, your career, your growth, spiritual life. You focus it on a guy or on a lady, and time passes. Before you know it, 7 years has gone, and it's as if you're doing anything. Some will say, this one was a companion to me. This one was there when I needed money. This one was helped me in my career, but over time, those things would have worked even if it was not there. So and sometimes I used to ask you will say, this is my friend, but you need a boyfriend, and you say this is your best friend. What is that extra thing you want your boyfriend to best friend is not doing? If not that there's something that is not meant to be said that you guys are doing. That's my opinion. Because with your best friend, you guys can talk. The person can be your companion to an extent. The person can be your counselor. The person can, but you still need a boyfriend or most of the time boyfriend. You still need a boyfriend, girlfriend that you want to be intimate with. What's your definition of intimacy? Very important.
So, and for those of you that are watching, all those our silent viewers, so please, we'd like you to be part of the conversation, please, because this is a topic we know many young people, many singles would like to contribute to. So don't just watch us and listen and just be listening. So we'd like to hear from you. You can send in your comments. For that's what I'm just dropping now, that people can, comment. Let's hear from you. You can send your comments via the WhatsApp number displayed on the screen, +234 7064 246933. Or if you're watching on social media, drop it in the comment section and we're going to read it here. Relationship gambling, let's know what you think. Yes, I was listening to a woman of God who is a relationship and a marriage minister a couple of days ago, and she was saying something. She said, when you are in a relationship with somebody, a part of you goes, like a part of, have I said that on the show now? Okay, I've not. A part of you goes into that person. You understand? So when you are in a relationship with a part of you goes, you understand, into that person. You understand? So when you break up, you get into another relationship, a part of you leaves and stay with that person. So it's like by the time you have done like 3 or 4 relationships, so it's like you have shared yourself. So she even said that it leads to some people just living a disorganized life. That you don't just understand why you're not really organized, because you have shared yourself. This love thing, this relationship is, except even if you just say, okay, let me just enter to play. Like, at least I know of someone, they are planning to get married. The lady said yes to the guy just to, she wasn't serious. Let's just say, she wasn't, this one, I can't even, like, Asha. But now they're planning to get married. You understand? But it has to do with your heart, your soul, your being is involved. You understand? So it's like, so when you just break up, even if you're the one who broke up, or she's the one who broke up, whichever way, it's like something that has been part of you. You understand? Just torn away from your body, torn away from you. That's how it is. So before you, because it's easy to say, I'm not into relationship gambling. You can also be a victim of it. You understand? If you don't do the normal checks, proper checks before saying yes or before asking that lady out. You understand that men get moved by what they see. So you can look at a lady and get attracted by, you understand, and like Debbie now, when she speaks, when she, somebody can just see her and say, oh man, I see that lady. Look at her level of intelligence. Oh God. So, at least if you had someone like us, you come and meet someone like us to consult with us, we'll tell you about it.
He's telling me out.
Yes, no. Yeah, don't mind us, so I'm just kidding, actually. So what am I saying in essence? So before you give your heart to that person, nobody can do, even if you just want to, let me just play with this girl. There's a way, there's some connection, exactly. So before you just, engage someone else's heart and let's do all the checks. In this context, why should you even go into a relationship when you're not ready for marriage? I believe in this context, the essence of going to the relationship is to lead to marriage. If it's just for you to have, they have a friend, like she's my friend now. Abi?
Like I said.
You understand? So if it's that, don't go into a relationship. Be friends with the person. You understand? It's even more interesting because as a friend, you can relate, you understand? So instead of not saying, okay, I want to take it, further, let's now, and then the person puts his hope, puts his heart, puts everything, and then I say, you're not really my type. You stop because you don't want to tell the person straight, because you remember I love you, I can do anything for you, I will never leave you, I will never, because the person can just screenshot and be sending to you, so to remind you of the promises. So this is just something very important, and of course, learn to discuss it in a very relaxed manner. It's a serious thing. People are currently hurting as we speak. Somebody is currently hurting as a result of this, you understand? So don't just, and men, I don't know, there's this way God has created men. There's a way we have this sweet man, there's a way we can make our heart relax, don't worry, this and that. You make everything. You are just thinking you are being creative, but you don't know that those things are doing something to her. She's counting so much on every word you are saying. Even if you just say I love you, even if you are just saying jokingly, it means so much to her.
You say, how can she just believe you because I just said
yes.
How else do you want to believe it? You carry stone on your head, you carry fire.
Yes.
It's serious.
Yes, you understand. Somebody has said men get moved by what they see, but for women, I think it's words and touch. You understand? Words and touch. You understand?
I would like to say age does not say that you should start a relationship. Some girls or some people will tell you, I'm 18 now. I'm meant to be 18, so are you ready to get married in in few years, 2-3 years or so. So it is not about the age. I think some misconceive that, because even maybe some parents, I want to use a prefix, I can't get, or an adjective to define them, but some parents will say you're not old enough, you're not 18 yet. So you said you'll be looking forward to 18. As you just become 18 like this, is it that you go to do what you're not meant to do, or you get into a relationship? It's not necessary. It's not age. It's until you are ready. Don't waste your time. You don't have to. Some will say, let's do it to gain experience. What experience? Do you think that dating this person will give you experience on how to date this other person? There are different set of people, even if they are twins. There are different set of people. You don't need an experience to show if this will work. And dating does not, dating different people does not define that you get better in marriage, because you did not marry themselves. So it's not an experience enough, if that is what you're looking for. But let's know that patience does it. We get better when we are whole, like I said, whole in ourselves first. Don't believe that you need to be, that you are half and you need to be completed by somebody, you are 3/4, you need to be completed by somebody. You need to be yourself, be whole, so that you complete. Something a couple on YouTube, they said, don't think that when you get married, because of the mindset of this person completes me, that you the person will always make you happy. Don't see the person as your happiness. Don't see the person with yourself. Learn to make yourself happy. Learn to see yourself happy. Learn to see yourself better. That will just be an addition, because obviously we are not perfect in ourselves. So in one or two ways, the person might even disappoint your expectation, and it can break you down. It can make you see yourself less, or see the person less, because you have put the person too high than the person is meant to be to you. It is not that you guys will not be one as you are meant to be, but don't be too expectant. Be more giving than expectant in a relationship. And before you can give, you have to be whole in yourself, so that you won't expect too much to complete you.
Thank you very much for that, relationship coach Deborah Akinwale. All right, so we need to go on a musical break now. I'm sure you're enjoying the discussion. So enjoy this music. We'll be right back after the break.
Type of love that you give, oh yeah. Nobody will forgive, nah. The type of love is irregular, nah. Oh Lord, it's irregular, nah. The type of love that you give, oh yeah. Nobody will forgive, nah. The type of love is irregular, yeah. Oh Lord, it's irregular, nah. The type of love, yeah. Your life from you, yeah. This love pass one thing, this love pass one thing, yeah. The type of Lord, that you lay down your life for me, oh yeah. This love pass one thing, this love pass one thing, yeah. How you right for me, I don't know. Lord, I don't know. Your patience is low and I'm so slow. Lord, and I'm so slow. You understand my emotions better than I do. My father, redeemer. I know before you. How do you stay so constant? My heart can't comprehend, no. How you remain consistent when I am low. You are forever faithful. Papa, you show past hope. That boy will grow for Lagos. Papa, I don't. Nobody will forgive, nah. The type of love is irregular, nah. Oh Lord, it's irregular, nah. The type of love that you give, oh yeah. Nobody will forgive, nah. The type of love is irregular, yeah. Oh Lord, it's irregular, nah. The type of love that you lay down your life from you, yeah. This love pass one thing, this love pass one thing, yeah. The type of love that you lay down your life from you, yeah. This love pass one thing, this love pass one thing, yeah. When I'm lost and I don't even know, no. You be my hope of hope. Showing me road to my destiny. Nobody will forgive, nah, nah. The type of love is irregular, nah. Oh Lord, it's irregular, nah. The type of love that you give, oh yeah. Nobody will forgive, nah, nah. The type of love is irregular, yeah. Oh Lord, it's irregular, yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome to Afternoon Vibes. If you're just joining us, we are talking about relationship gambling. Relationship gambling when you're not taking, majorly the risk of uncertainty. Risk of uncertainty in going into a relationship. You are not certain about what you want to even get out of it. Of course, things happen that even when you are sure, things might not work out. But it gives you more percentage of it working out than you just going with uncertainty that let's just enjoy ourselves. Let me just get a companion. Let me just get a friend. So let me just get intimate with somebody. That doesn't work, especially as a Christian. So I'd like to talk about people that double date, triple date, quadruple date, and whatever number that you have. It is not a show of love. I'm talking about God kind of love. Because you are hurting people. And funny how it is weird for me, but how ladies now get to know and fight themselves. In my opinion, even if you want to do anything, why not gang up together and fight the guy? Beat him up. Because it's the one that is putting all your heads together. But that's by the way, anyways. I've always thought about it, to be honest. I wonder how ladies are so emotional that they don't see the roots of the problem. They just see themselves as, especially if I love the guy the most, I feel like it's me. You are the one to go. All those ones are not necessary. So coming back to you that is double dating and triple dating, it is not, I don't even know what to call it, because I know that you are not loving them. It's not like you are saying that you love, some people say I love one, but I like this one's presence. I like this one's, why not make all of them your friends? Why do you have to date them and make them feel like we are in this together? I'm with you for life. There was something that I used to say on Twitter rather. I think it's more like together forever, 6 months. And that's something that I used to say. I can't remember. I'll be with you for life. It's 3 months. Till death do us part is maybe 1 year.
Okay, talking about the rate of divorce now.
No, even in dating, maybe they are saying that don't worry, it's together forever.
Yes, 3 months. You don't
break up.
Jesus.
All those things are not necessary. And many a times, people that even say it know that it won't be long. But they just want the person, or they just feel like they're just talking. Like some just feel like they are just saying something. Without knowing that the other party is holding on to it, see if his or her life depends on it. And that gets to a point to break up. It feels like you have broken the person. Some get depressed, some actually commit suicide. We do ask that because of breakup, because of boyfriend suicide. We don't know. Imagine this person is starved of love from or something. People like that want to get somebody to love them, or the now society that actually cares for them. They are so drawn to the person that is all. If the guy says that he wants sex, because he's the only one that loves me.
And he's giving the so he's the one giving me that.
Let me just keep him and imagine how much they have put all their security, all their everything into you. Because that love itself is security. And then you just broke up.
Hey, if that kind of person wake up in the midnight and
there's something is wrong with you that you need to recover. You don't need all these things. There's just because I know about it. Yeah, I mean the mouth. I get it. Can you take money for that? It's not necessary. It does not show the God kind of love. Even being humane. It's because you and you think that scars does not like you say it's work. It has a reason. It will work. People they didn't give, but it's not in movie. Things are happening. If you are hearing from people that things have happened to you, maybe you will change your ways. And some will even say that happened to me. It's one that to play the games. No matter how much everything around comes around. If it does not happen to you, it could happen to your daughter. And if you don't do anything about it. So it is whatever you give to the universe now, know that in one way or the other, it comes back to you. So be careful what you give to the universe, especially to people that put their emotions, their lives, because their emotion is more like their lives, into your hands, and you shatter it.
And that giving to the universe, someone must say that you are the universe, I'm the universe. The universe is one whole entity that encompasses every one of us. Human being, animal, trees, everything. So whatever you do, it's like, you know, because we are all connected. So there's a ripple effect, there's a way, you know, we are all just connected. Yeah, that's deep.
It's not only Christian you. Ask philosophers.
The world entirely.
Philosophers that are not Christians know that what you give out, you get back.
Exactly, but I think that's a broader discussion. So they will leave it. You know, so what Debbie just